about school and thinking like, man, that was so much fun. And then I think about it a bit more and it's like, no, those were like little bright spots throughout school. School fucking sucked for the most part.
Oh, really?
And they would say like, oh, well, once you get to be an adult, it's going to be even worse.
Liars. I swear to God.
It is, being an adult is so cool.
Yeah.
I can eat whatever I want.
That's the first go-to.
Nobody can tell me to eat vegetables.
I'm an adult. I can't eat whatever I want. I'll get fat.
Because I like eating vegetables. I can get as fat as I want. I'm like it was a cool realization, like as an adult, being like, I could just buy things. I can buy whatever I want.
Like within reason. You can stay up as late as you want.
I can stay up all night, feel horrible in the morning, and deal with that myself. Yeah,
I think that if I could redo high school and do much better. I'm not a dumb guy, and I better yet, I eventually figured out how to do well academically. So if I knew how to do like the amount of effort and just sort of stay on top of it on cruise control, that I would have got good grades in high school, and that would have put me into a better college. And like, I wonder how my life trajectory would have gone. Maybe worse.
If I'm honest with you, probably worse. I feel like you rolled a pretty good nat 20 here. Like, if I'm going to be frank with you, there's a lot worse that could have gone on. And if you had spent more time, who knows? You don't do this. You don't meet Jackie. Yeah.
I've had that thought. And the Jackie thing is hard to redo in any of these scenarios. But the when I got bad grades my second year in college, I couldn't get into my major. So then I transferred to a night school, and I was like 19 or something, and that was the end of my 20s. I spent the next 10 years working and going to night and working to go to school at night the whole time. That was like, I didn't have 20s like everybody else did. So that's a big sacrifice.
Yeah, that sucks.
For sure.
You can't get those back. I had a lot of fun these years. Still do. 2 more left. So
Two more left.
Yeah,
I'll make sure I'll have them for you too. But
I work like 40 or 50 hours a week, and then I went to school at night and weekends and shit. So
yeah, that's a different level of commitment, because I even tried to, when I first moved out here, I was like, oh, I should at least humor the thought of getting credits, so if things don't work out, I'm not like 2 or 3 full years behind. Like maybe I can get 2 years and then transfer into a better school. And it took about 1 semester of doing night classes before I dropped to finish one, and I was like, I'm never doing that again. Like, that's a different level of like commitment, to be tired and then actively go out and learn and work like that. It's too
You're
much.
always busy. Like at work, well, you're self-employed, but normal people at work, there's like this parental notion of, hey, we don't want you to burn out. This should wrap up at 5, 6, whatever it is. Like there's if a white collar normal corporate job anyway, heck, even blue, like you finish work, go home and have your own life. In school, they don't have that respect. They're like, no, you have homework. I'm going to give you a fucking redonkulous amount of reading to do. Wink, wink, figure out which part of it you really have to read on your own somehow. And like, they just will take all of your life if you can. That's normal at school. And
you're paying them for the privilege.
Yeah.
Oh, so it just, that whole time that I was in school, there was like this you're behind kind of vibe. Even if I wasn't, like, there's a project I should have been working on. There's a test I should have been studying for. That you can't watch a movie on Netflix without knowing that there's something else you were supposed to be doing. And that doesn't exist in normal jobs.
You know what I think is like kind of stupid is when like uber rich celebrities go back to school to like get degrees, and it's like well, I think it's dumb because number one, no school in this country is going to fail Shaq on his MBA.
Okay, that's fair.
None of them are going to.
You're right.
No artsy fartsy nonsense is going to say, oh, DeFranco, unfortunately you didn't turn it in on time. And so it's like, it's an understood thing that they're going back to school to basically get, what's it called? An honorary degree, but a real degree. And it's like first of all, Shaq, with the amount of money you have, that's a poor use of time to go back to school. You know what you can do? You can hire somebody who has an MBA and you'll save a ton of money. Like it always seems to me like when celebrities do stuff like that, it's like they're trying to stroke their own ego in a way, like, I'm doing this too. And it's like, yeah, I'm sure.
I see that, like that makes a lot of sense to me, but I always in the back of my head, like, I want to go finish school. I spent a lot of time learning all that stuff, and I actually enjoyed learning. I enjoyed.
What would you be, a junior, a sophomore?
I would be a sophomore, which the problem here is that means I have to finish some gen eds, which include calculus, and I can't do basic math anymore, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm gunning for the honorary, right? Yeah. But like, let me skip that. Let's go right into like the marketing aspect.
To get a little more famous,
you agree?
Deliver that commencement speech.
I know, right? I've been working on it, but like. And you know, my college that I went, UNCW, not that famous of a college. There is a fighting chance that if I stay relevant long enough, I can get one.
So funny.
Right? But like, I look at it a lot like a trainer, right? I know the workouts and exercises that my trainer's going to have me do, but the physical presence of that trainer, and also, you know, all things considered, like I will work out harder and more efficiently with them there than I would if I had my home gym, even if I had somebody come over. So like. I like the idea of going to college, but you're right. I'm not Shaq. Shaq does not need to go to college. There's no benefit.
Yeah, what you want is one of those Bill Cosby degrees. What do they do with all those?
A Bill Cosby degree? Where do you get a degree
what is
from?
That?
Don't you remember Bill Cosby had like a dozen honorary degrees from all those universities?
Well, those are commencement. Yeah. Oh my God.
They took them all back. They took them all back when they found out. Yeah.
That just goes now he can't practice law in Connecticut.
Turns out that would have been a good skill to have.
Yeah. No, I mean, honorary degree. Like, I think it would be funny to have an honorary degree from a college, especially since like
42.
Oh my God, Zach just looked at he had 42.
Yeah, there was
a lot of speeches.
There was this week where every
no, they don't count.
University was like, yeah, we want ours back too. Yeah, and us as well. And just like they all wanted him like that week.
You know what? If you were a real Chad, you'd be like, I forgot we even gave it to him. Yeah. He can keep it.
He can keep it. It's like, but there's like Southwest, Northern, New Hampshire University who's like, we need someone on the wall. Like, this will all blow over.
Walking back, it's like, you got
Cosby. Turned out it did though, right?
You've got old Osama. Old Saddam over here. Like, wow, bad luck.
They give an honorary degree in marketing to Muammar Gaddafi.
I mean, you joke, but it did all blow over for Cosby.
Oh, wait,
but only because of that legal shit where like there was a loophole. Like as far as like
no, he just made a deal.
Really?
And he won. Yeah.
I'm looking at these schools. No. This school rescinded. That school rescinded. This school, all of them rescinded. Everything
except
Howard University.
Oh,
Howard University kept going. They said he's still They didn't just like no comment. They were like, he is still a doctorate at our university or whatever the heck he is. And
Howard,
an honorary degree holder is all they call him. It's a
Howard.
Yeah, I think they call him a historically black college. Is that the term?
Well, I mean, but it is a historically black. Oh, because I remember hearing about it growing up. Yeah,
but he's a rapist.
And then it looks like NYU still has it out there.
Well, so is Garcetti. No, that's my who's the Cuomo.
Yeah, Cuomo.
I was like, I only know.
Isn't Garcetti the fictional character from The Wire that was running for mayor, played by the guy that plays Littlefinger? It's Garcetti.
I don't know.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the Littlefinger guy in anything since Game of Thrones.
Oh, he was in The Wire. You haven't seen The Wire though.
I haven't. I saw him. I need
to see The Wire, dude.
He was on the plane in the Bane movie.
He was.
Omar coming.
It's true.
Not a big part though.
No, kind of threw him out of that plane there, and that was about it.
I think I'm gonna not watch that new Game of Thrones shit.